Hey guys, what's up? It's Dylan, and today I'm back with a very exciting new video. This one is just going to be sort of no script for this one, so I'm just going to be narrating over the video, but I hope you guys enjoy nonetheless. So recently I decided to set up a 100-gallon planted aquarium, specifically a 100-gallon planted discus tank. I've been working on it for about a month now. Ever since I aquascaped and filled it up, it's been about a month. And so far everything's going pretty well, but I guess at this point of the video you can see me putting in the hardscape for the tank. I'm not sure 100% what kind of driftwood that is, but those are Cereus stones, and I'm using a mixture of eco-complete and just inert white sand for the rest of the tank. I decided to only do about 1/3 of the tank planted, just so one, it looks nice aesthetically, and two, so most of the tank is just open space for Discus to swim. And it also makes it easier to clean because I pretty much just have to deep clean the planted area. The sand is really easy, I just vacuum the stuff off the top. So you can see I've attached flame moss, Java fern, and flame moss and Java fern to the driftwood, and I'm planting Java fern and eco-complete along with, I believe, some sort of crypt? Crypt parva. Sorry. And those are some ludwigia repens that I'm planting in the back. And I also put in some sort of super red plant that ended up not doing so well with the lighting for this tank. It's a pretty deep tank. Because I just wasn't willing. I'm just not going high tech with this tank, so I'm not doing a ton of fertilizers. I'm just doing about low to medium light with pretty much nothing else added in. So the red plants that you'll see me putting in a minute do not stay in the tank for long. I take them out probably a few days after I put the tank together, but it still looks good nonetheless. As you can see, I forgot to boil the wood, so it's all floating up, so I have to weigh it down with rocks. In the back, those are parrot feather plants. As you can see, those are my favorite plants in the tank. They grow really fast, but they look really cool, especially now. And yeah, so those super red plants are the ones that I did end up removing. The tank started off looking pretty nice. I was pretty excited with it, but it's nothing compared to how it looks now a month after when all the plants have grown out. It just looks phenomenal, and you'll see that in a little bit. Yeah, I also put in some anubias, and I think that's all the plants in the tank. About 2 weeks after the tank is set up, I got 25 cardinal tetras delivered along with two clown plecos. Sadly, about not even a day, like 12 to 16 hours after I added all the fish to the tank, one of the clown plecos died. I have no clue what it died from. It was just stiff and not moving. I don't know what happened to it. The other one is fine and still doing really well in the tank. I also had to deal with an initial outbreak of columnaris. Actually, one of the cardinal tetras I found at the bottom with pretty much his entire tail rotted off along with most of his fins. So I treated the tank with Canaplex for about 5 or 6 days, and everything's good. All the fish are perfectly healthy now. But yeah, you can see me adding in the cardinal tetras here. And yeah, they started off not looking too great. Their colors are pretty washed out, but it did improve with time, and I think I have about 22 of the initial 25 left after the whole columnaris situation happened. And here they are. I ended up deciding to use a 29-gallon to quarantine the discus. This is probably going to keep them in here for about 1 to 2 months to grow them out a tiny bit, but mostly just to quarantine to make sure they're happy. With a tank this small with 6 discus, in order to keep them growing and healthy, I'm doing 60 to 70% daily water changes right now. And I actually have 200-watt Aquarium submersible heaters on the tank in case one goes out to keep it at 86 to 88 degrees at all times. Tank is already filtered. I basically just moved over the aquaclear 50 from my 20 long, and I'm currently deconstructing the 20 long, so that's the filter currently on the quarantine tank. They don't look too good. They didn't look too good when they were in the bucket, but after their initial few hours of lying on the bottom of the tank, the discus are doing really well now actually, and they're eating a ton, so that's really great. I got three melon, red melon discus, along with 3 red turquoise discus, from Uncle Sam's, based in Los Angeles. Really cool place. Was initially going to get around. I was initially going to get 3 to 4 inch discus, but sadly, because of just availability of the strains that I wanted, I ended up having to go with 2 to 3 inch discus. I think most of the ones I got were closer to 3 inch than 2 inch, so I'm happy with that. They're pretty large, and I'm fully prepared to do the large amount of water changes necessary to grow them out. As you can see here is footage of them eating for the first time about a day ago when I first fed beef heart. We weren't too excited at first. They did eat all of it, but now whenever I add beef heart to the tank, they go after it like crazy. So they're eating really well. Actually, when I bought the Canaplex to treat the 100-gallon for the columnaris that Tetras had, I actually had to buy, because of how shipping was working and I wanted to get it the next day, I had to buy 2 different combo packs of medication off of Amazon, which meant I also ended up getting some other medication, specifically the garlic guard that you add to the food, which the discus have been loving. I've been mixing it in with all the beef heart I've been feeding them, which they've been really enjoying. And I also am feeding Hikari, Viva something. I'll get the bag later. I'll put the text up on screen. Pellets that they're really enjoying, and I'm hopefully that will fill in for now the different vitamins and such that they need that the plain beef heart isn't giving them until I can make a mix. I did do a little bit of photography and ended up getting 2 really cool pictures of the melon and red turquoise discus. I just thought these were pretty good pictures, so I wanted to put them in the video. I think they're looking really good so far. And as you can see, this is what the 100-gallon tank looks like now after the plants have grown out a little bit. You can see the dwarf chain loach I don't really have another home for yet, just kind of swimming around going crazy in the corner. So yeah, everything's grown out really well. Ludwigia repens is doing good. The Parrot feather plants are doing awesome in the back. And I also moved the German blue ram pear from my 20 over to the tank, and they've been doing really well. He's been eating a ton, and they're looking really healthy so far in the 100. So yeah, the tetras have colored up a little bit. They're eating a lot. I feed them bug bite flake food every day pretty much, along with a combination of frozen food like brine shrimp and new life spectrum pellets. So I can already see that they're getting a lot larger pretty quickly, and they're eating a ton, so hopefully they'll all be fine until I can add the discus to the tank and it'll all work out. I'm really excited with how this is coming along. This is only the first video I'm doing on this, I guess, just to show you all the setup for the tank and everything, I guess how it all initially comes together. But I'm really excited for where this is going to go, and I hope you all subscribe to see updates on this in the future, see when I add the discus, and what other discus I may or may not get in the future. So yeah, thanks for watching the video. If you enjoyed, remember to leave a like. If you have anything you want to say, don't hesitate to leave a comment, and I'll see you guys in the next video.